Macmillan Audio presents The Cult of Smart: How Our Broken Education System Perpetuates Social Injustice by Fredrik Deboer. Read for you by Sean Patrick Hopkins. Introduction. In early 2019, a story played out in the news that captured the public's attention. A strange, dark, gleeful kind of attention. The story sat at the junction of many of the popular obsessions of the 21st century: crime, fame, financial success, elite colleges, the meritocracy. And at the heart of it all lay the essential question: what does success mean today, and why? The college admissions scandal of 2019 was vast in scope and intricate in its prurient details, but its basic dynamics were as plain and old as capitalism itself. The rich and connected, and in a few instances, the famous, were revealed to have bent the rules in their efforts to secure choice spots in elite universities for their children. A federal investigation, codenamed Operation Varsity Blues, revealed that dozens of parents, including a few celebrities, had spent large sums of money to grease the collegiate wheels for their kids. Sometimes they steered money into athletic facilities, and in turn, coaches claimed that students were star athletes when they were anything but. Sometimes the quid pro quo with schools was explicit, but often these seemed to have been tacit agreements. Gentlemen's agreements of the kind that the powerful enter into every day. Other times, these payments were little more than out-and-out bribes, such as paying test proctors to bend the rules so students would perform better on entrance exams. A new world of elite skullduggery was made public, pulled unwillingly into the spotlight from the shadowy world of winks and nudges between the well-heeled. The story revealed the vast, shady constellation of college consultants, people employed by parents to get their kids into school no matter what, and who necessarily have every financial incentive to bend and break the rules as they see necessary. It highlighted the perfectly common practice of wealthy parents essentially buying an elite college letter of acceptance. And as many pointed out, these few dozen accused parents could only be the tip of the iceberg. How many thousands more were likely up to the exact same shenanigans and were merely lucky enough to have evaded federal attention? The story had something for everyone, or at least everyone in media. Conservatives, having long since declared war on the entire edifice of post-secondary education, chalked it up to another example of colleges as corrupt, failing institutions. The right also argued that these events showed the dissolute and selfish character of America's elites, a group that they perceived, correctly, to have changed over time from suspender-clad Republicans to upwardly striving liberal yoga moms. Liberals argued that the scandal showed another impediment to the success of poor youth and youth of color, a case of meritocracy subverted by the moneyed elite. Leftists took the critique a step further, arguing that this was all just more evidence that meritocracy was a false god in the first place. They argued that, far from representing a break with the meritocracy's noble purpose, the scandal highlighted meritocracy performing its secret function, maintaining the moneyed elite's hold on wealth, access, and power. All of these perspectives had elements of truth to them, and they were recited ad nauseum, with a torrent of think pieces flooding our print and digital media, with writer after writer mining the scandal to determine what it all meant and using it as fodder to discuss how we live today. And yet there was something deeply parochial about the public debate, something limiting and narrow. The stories most politicos told were just the same old stories they always tell, dressed up for the latest turn of the news cycle. Yes, the rich were getting away with it.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?